This is Community Convos, a podcast and radio program from LCC Connect with conversations about what's happening in Lansing and around mid-Michigan. Did you see me down that water?
Sort of. I didn't know it was the whole thing.
Oh, yeah, down the whole thing.
Now you're going to have to burp.
This is Dedalian, and it is time once again for Community Convos, or the Convo as I like to call it. Joining me in the studio.
What a weird start, bro.
What? You didn't
Did
like
you
the
see
start?
me down
didn't?
that whole water? Like, no one starts a show like that.
Dedalian does. As you can tell, somebody I've known for quite a while, and always a pleasure to have him in the studio. It is Metro Malik. Welcome to the show.
Hey, I'm so happy you called to invite me on your show.
Well, I'm happy you answered the call.
Of course. I'm like, oh, it's Dedalian.
I brought you in because it's coming up again.
Yes, it is.
517 Day, and when is it happening this year?
Can I do the backstory first?
Well, I was going to get into the backstory later, but yeah.
All right, so the Lansing made five.
No.
Nope, you're
It's
the boss.
It's your podcast
your ship.
now. It's your podcast now.
All right, for anybody ready to check out, 517 Day begins on the 13th of May at noon until 5 p.m. at the corner of Cesar Chavez and Larch Street at the 500 block, right there in the corner where Grand River Bait and Tackle used to be, where Replay used to be. It's in that parking lot. You're going to see music. You're going to see fun. You're going to see a whole lot of cool stuff.
Is the backstory you're going to give me, is that revolving around why it's on 513 instead of 517?
Sorta.
Okay.
And it leads to what's happening that week. So it started off as a hashtag 517 Day. And I was like, oh, that's cool. And that was like 9 years ago. I was like, kept seeing these hashtags. I'm like, oh, yeah, that's cool. And then people are like, what's 517 Day? And I'm like, it's where the calendar meets the area code. And then people go, oh. So that started about 10 years ago as a hashtag on Twitter. And then I saw people soon after that saying, hey, come to Bob's Beer Emporium and get a beer for $5.17. And my thought process, that's not as cool as it could be. Someone needs to create a party for the people of the people in the 517. You've got how many people? Millions of people in the 517.
In the 517, yeah.
That's where the backstory goes, where the calendar meets the area code, and then the party started. So I started this at the banks of the Grand River at the Lansing City Market. And I was like, no, we need to have a party, and I will promote it, and I will bring my music, and I will DJ, and I will bring all the stuff, and you don't have to do anything, but just give me the space. And then 3 weeks before, they canceled me.
Oh, wow.
So anyway, whatever. But I called Paul Brogan. I'm like, you still got keys to that, don't you? And they're like, yeah. Do you think we can sneak in a party? And he's like, yeah. I said, this is what I want to do. So I messed around and called like 50 people and got all these yeses. I called Paul Brogan back the next day at Rivertown Adventures. I go, oh, I got a problem. He's like, what? My little party that I wanted to throw is big.
This is the backstory that we couldn't get into, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, no. You
don't want to.
But that's how it's. No, that's how it started. So I had to call Lepfa. I had to send an email to what's his name? Two first names. Scott Keith.
Okay.
And I'm like, so I already created this event. Is it okay? And his first line was, yeah, I've heard about this. And then he just gave me 3 bullet points of what I had to do to make it happen. That's how it all started, from just being a hashtag to an event. And now to bring it all forward, the week of is Art Attack. That used to be in Reeltown, but it went away. It came back. Instead of just being in Reeltown, they're taking it, making it all that week. So my event is the 13th, but there's things happening all throughout the week that you'll be able to find on the Art Attack application.
That sounds like a plus.
I would like to say I spearheaded it, and other people are jumping on and having their own events all throughout the week. How cool is that?
That's very good. It is happening 5/13 this year, just because of the timing of the calendar, right?
Because I have kids.
Yeah. Okay. It's not what I expected you to say, but that's fair.
Well, the children and stuff and this, that, and the other. But that's my event because I'm trying to bring attention to the 500 block of Old Town, because people go up and down Turner Street, and that's where events usually are.
Okay.
Right? They close down Turner Street, and you have the events there.
Yep.
And so a lot of people don't know that Cosmos is in Old Town.
Right.
So we have Oracle's Apothecary is a really cool shop. Now my shop, Metro Malik 517, Grace Boutique, Maria's Mexican Cuisine. We have all these cool stuff. And then the redevelopment of the Temple Club, which is now the Temple building.
We hit on a lot of stuff there. Let's get to
you knew who you had.
I know. And I know this happens every time you get in here. Let's get to the crux of why do people want to attend?
They want to attend.
What's happening? What's going to be there?
You're going to see local people doing cool local stuff. So we have musicians throughout the day, starting off with Groove Doctors, which are 3 MSU professors. They're going to be playing this jazz fusion reggae pop version of things.
Nice.
And then we have Mark Grinnell that's going to do like old school rock, and then Sean Mike for a little bit of hip hop, and then you have the Black Barn Band from 3 to 5. So music from
talented group
noon,
right there.
Yeah, from noon to 5. That's been booked, and that's all very much got to thank the sponsors. It's Addis Enterprises that is covering that.
Very cool. What about the Gators? What can the Gators do there? Anything?
Alligators?
No, the kiddos.
Oh, we're going to have, I got a lot of cool toys, and then we're looking to get Parks and Rec to come out. Lansing Parks and Rec to come out. They've got a vehicle called Play with some cool stuff in it, I think games and stuff like that.
All right, we hit the why right off the bat. We hit the when. We hit the, see, what else do we got? When?
How?
What, where? How?
How? You just come out, it's free.
Yes, that's what I wanted to get to.
Just come out, it's free.
Yeah, and I mean, let's circle back to the why. And this is why I wanted to ask you now. Why did you start doing this? Because I know you ask yourself that every year.
Well, because I really wanted the people to be able to have a party and see what's cool about the 517. The thought was you're seeing local people doing local stuff. Now, my hoop dream is what's happening now. If you ever been to Noel Night in the Museum District in downtown Detroit, Detroit Public Library, across the DIA.
I mean, I haven't, but I get what you're talking about.
Noel Night has been going on for 40, 50 years, and 100,000 people come out, and they do a great thing celebrating the holidays, right? But it's all over the city. Imagine if 517 events happened all over the 517. That's a festival.
That would be awesome, yeah. Yeah.
That's a festival of festivals.
Do you anticipate it'll get that big?
Yes.
Look at that positive attitude.
How could it not?
How could it not? All right, the who, the what, the why. Did we hit it all?
The who, what,
what's
why,
the website?
when, what? 517day.com. How easy is that?
Yeah, that is an easy one.
Number 5, number 1, number 7, DAY.com.
What year is this that you're doing
I think it's 6.
You did take a year off on COVID, right?
No, it was a TV show for 2 years.
Okay.
But so it was a different reiteration. It wasn't in person, but I did a 2-hour TV special.
But that's what I love about you in this event. Very much a do-it-yourself kind of a vibe. And I appreciate that you do it every year. It is a lot of work, and I know that. Even though some of the stuff's coming to you now, you still have to work through the process.
Oh, the process is colossal and a giant pain in the tuchus.
Yeah.
And it's not cheap.
No.
Like, even though it looks like just a janky picnic, but it's still not cheap,
you still gotta raise that sponsorship and do everything else you do with any other festival.
You got to pay the band, and like some of the bands and musicians, they're like, I only want such and such. I go, you actually mean such and such, which is the bigger number. You have to haul off your stuff. You have to take off at least a half a day.
Yeah.
You have to come out and perform. You've put your songs together. You've practiced. Like, it's not $30. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's more than that.
But I also love that you also try to maintain it being just a free event for folks to come out and hang out.
It has to be.
It's a family-oriented event.
Yes.
There's a lot of great stuff about it.
Yeah.
So did we hit on all the who, what? Because here's the thing. You always, every time I talk to you, man, I can't seem to focus because you always throw me in a different direction. Who, what, when, where, why?
I warned you before we began. I was going to do that.
You didn't need to warn me. I already knew.
But I need people to know that I started that thing, taking it off of the hashtag and putting it into the event. The reason why that's important to me, because a lot of times people don't get credit where credit is due. And so I have to Muhammad Ali this.
You float like a butterfly and sting like a bee.
And bring the 517 day to thee.
You've been listening to Community Convos, a program from LCC Connect with conversations about what's happening in our community. To listen to this episode on demand, visit us at lccconnect.org or find us on your favorite podcast platform. If you or someone you know would like to be a guest on Community Convos, email us lcc-connect@lcc.edu. And thanks so much for joining The Convo.